far so good for Union Berlin this season, as of course they're sitting pretty in the Champions League spots. But will they be there at the end of the season? We'll take a little look. Next. Prediction video today. We look forward to match number 21 over in the Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button to keep your bag out today with all things Bundesliga related, Bavon Rose related, world football related. We got it all here, boys. Under one roof. Of course, Bayern are running away with it. Of course, we already know that. But of course, the real race is the race for Champions League. Of course, the likes of Freiburg and Union Berlin try to do the unthinkable this season and get in, of course, those top 4 spots. We'll take a look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs, boys. They're the Patreons. Thank you for your love. I really appreciate it, guys. And of course, if you want to help us out and join the band of men and women, check out the link down below, patreon.com/overseas. So anyway, let's get cracking. Of course, recap what went on last time out. And of course, pre-international break. Of course, we're talking about these games right here. Hertha Berlin and Bayern 4-1 win in the end for Bayern. Of course, it was. Dortmund also pick up a 3-2 win over Hoffenheim, and a goal was galore in that one. Both those two games had 5 goals apiece. Wow. Leipzig 2 winners over Wolfsburg, who continue to struggle. They're just on the cusp. They could actually go down. Of course. Goodness gracious me. Gladbach pick up a 2-1 loss, though, against Union Berlin. Of course, continue to defy the odds there. Freiburg also 2-0 winners over Stuttgart. I went with a 1-0 win myself. Greuther Fürth, they're starting to move the chains as well with a 2-1 over FSV Mainz. Good win for Greuther Fürth. Leverkusen 5-1 win as well over Augsburg. Bielefeld picked up a 2-0 win over Frankie, of course. And then at the bottom there, Bochum against Köln 2-2 in the end. I did pretty good for myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got myself 7, guys. Remember that number. Let's take a look at the table right here, right now. Of course, Bayern lead the charge 6 points over Dortmund. It's still not over just yet, but they need a couple of little snookers maybe to get right back in the thick of things. Leverkusen smack dab in the middle there. 3rd spot. Union Berlin are in 4th as well. Freiburg, Leipzig, Hoffenheim, all still without outside aspirations to make the Champions League. Greuther Fürth making a right old good hard fought of it. Unbeaten now in 4 games. Stuttgart in trouble. Augsburg as well. Wolfsburg and Arminia Bielefeld, with the likes of Gladbach and Hertha Berlin still yet to be decided where they're going to be playing the football next season. All right then, let's take a look at the leaderboard for this week. At this week alone, goodness gracious me, Smack Sengali up there with 7. Well done to you, sir. And a big shout out to the Patreons, kicking ass and taking names. Of course, a lot of variety there in the old Patreonage. I do respect it. Of course, big shout out to you guys for doing what you do. Meanwhile, of course, take a look at this part of the leaderboard then for this part of the season. Of course, we have a 4-way lead right now, and of course, big shout out to those guys for kicking ass and taking names. Of course, respect to the Patreons who get access to the full data. They can have a look at the leaderboard whenever they choose over on the Patreon. I believe anyway. Let's take a look. Of course, the predictor of the month for the month of January, of course, is coming at you right here, right now. It could be multiple winners. I'm expecting a very, very big haul here because I think it was quite tight. Again, there could be multiple winners. You can win multiple months, and of course, at the end of the season, one of those multiple winners will be declared the predictor of the season, even though they might not win, if you know what I mean. Of course, they'll be selected at random, and they'll of course win a gift card as well. Who is or who are the predictors of the month? I think there might be many of them. Am I right? I am right. Take a bloody bow. Vinny Hong, Yannick Bustler, Shepherd, and Deepak the Great. They all kicked ass and took some names over in January. Let's take a look at the state of play. Here it is. It is a very, very humongous leaderboard right now. Nana came up the top there. Is it still wide open? I think Yannick Bustler's got his name in there twice. And anyone else? Anyone's guess as to who's going to win that at the end of the campaign. Still a whole host of months left, so still get plenty of time to get involved with the Prediction League as well. So here we go then. Of course, looking forward to the next round of matches. But before all that, I think we should have the Master Leaderboard. Where's the Master Leaderboard? Bloody hell, get a grip, sunshine. So let's take a look at that Master Leaderboard. That I do have it here for you guys. Here it is in all its glory. That's right. Who is running away with it? It is one man at the moment, Shepherd, kicking ass and taking names. 95 points at the board. Hans Wurst is in second, and Anakin makes up the 3rd spot. It is wide open. I'd say for me the top 11, maybe top 20, probably still in with a chance to win it at the end of the season. Of course, get your name in lights, guys, and a big shout out to the patrons again who can get access to the data whenever they see fit. So here we go then, looking forward to the next round of matches, of course, kicking off on the Friday, the February the 4th, which will be Berlin against Bochum. We'll talk about that in a minute, but of course before that we're going to take a look at Bayern. They're going to be taking on Leipzig, and of course a bit of a zinger to kick us all off with. Over at the Allianz Arena, played 13 times 2016, just 8 wins. In fact, 8 wins for Bayern, just 1 win for Leipzig, as all old team there. 4 draws as well. 5 wins in the past 6 for Bayern. 83% form up against the Leipzig side, who've won 4 in the spin. Of course, 75% form for them right now. Last round over in the Allianz Arena was a 3-3 draw. That was back in December 2020. The home side hasn't won this game, goodness gracious me, in a long, long time. I think the last win was when Bayern beat Leipzig in 2018 at the Allianz Arena as well. So, they also played each other in Leipzig back in September. As a 4-1 win for Bayern. Bayern came into this on the back of a 4-1 over Hertha Berlin. Leipzig pick up a 2-0 win over Wolfsburg. And they come into this 3 clean sheets on the bounce of Leipzig. 3 2-0s on the bounce as well. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? We have Bayern coming at you 5-2 on for the victory. 6-1 is your long shots. That's Leipzig, and 50-4 is your draw. Bayern will win this one though. 3-1 win to take it to the house. Kicking off forward, we have Stuttgart up against Frankie. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Of course, now these two sides have played each other 43 times since 1992. 20 wins for Stuttgart, 11 wins for Frankie, and 12 draws. Just 1 win though in 6 for Stuttgart. 25% form for them right now, up against the Frankfurt side, who've lost 3 in the bounce. 58% form for Frankie right here, right now. Last time around over in Stuttgart, it was a 2-2 draw back in November 2020. They also played each other back in September. It was a 1-1 draw over in Frankfurt, of course. The last 3 occasions, these two sides have ended up all square. Frankfurt pick up a 2-0 loss against Bielefeld. Of course, Stuttgart did lose to Fryeburg as well. They've actually gone 1, 2, 3, 4 games without scoring a goal. 5 games without scoring a goal. That's Stuttgart. Goodness gracious me. They need a goal scorer and fast. Look at the odds on this one then. 70-10 is your host. 64 is your away win. That's Frankfurt, and 12-5 is your draw. So that could be the difference between them staying up and going down. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw though. I see a goal in this one, but I still think they'll end up all square in the end. Dortmund up against Leverkusen, another belter. That's of course on Sunday, February the 6th. Now these two sides have played each other 59 times since 1992. 23 wins for Dortmund, 21 wins for Leverkusen, and 16 draws. 4 wins in the past 6 games for Dortmund right now. 67% form up against the Leverkusen side, who've just lost once in the past 5. 50% form for them right now. Of course, last round over in Dortmund was a 3-1 win for Dortmund. That was back in May 2021. They also played each other in Leverkusen back in September. It was a 7-goal thriller, 4-3 in the end for Dortmund. Meanwhile, of course, Dortmund picked up a 3-2 win over Hoffenheim last round. Leverkusen picked up a 5-1 win over Augsburg last time out. Look at the odds for this one though. 2019 on is your Dortmund, 3-1 is your draw, 9-4 is your long shots at Leverkusen, but all eyes will be on that game on Sunday, February the 6th. I'm going to go 3-2 win in the end for Dortmund. That's right, Augsburg. They're going to be taking on Union Berlin. Let's get into this one then, shall we? At the WWK Arena. They played each other 9 times. 2009, 3 wins for Augsburg, 1 for Union Berlin, and 5 draws. Just 1 win in 6 though for Augsburg right now. 42% form up against a Union Berlin side, unbeaten in the last 6 games, picked up 4 wins the past 5 as well. 83% form right now. Coming at you though, last round over in Augsburg was a 2-1 win for Augsburg. That was back in around about this time last season on the 23rd of Jan 2021. They also played each other in Berlin back in September. It was a 0-0 draw as well. Union Berlin's last win over Augsburg was a 2-0 win over in 2020. That was in Berlin. Of course, was the Union Berlin have they ever beat Augsburg in Augsburg? I don't think so. So they're looking to do something that they haven't done before heading into this one. Of course, Augsburg picked up a 5-1 loss against Leverkusen. Of course, Union Berlin picked up 2-1 over Gladbach as well. Coming at you though, the odds for this one then, shall we? Augsburg 90-10 for the 11-8 on it. 11-8 is your Union Berlin. 23-10 is your draw. A 0-0 draw for me on this one. And again, Union Berlin will have not beaten Augsburg for a long time. Kicking off forward, it'll be Arminia Bielefeld taking on my boys Borussia Mönchengladbach, who need a bloody result. Of course, played 24 times since 1996. 4 wins to Bielefeld, 16 wins to Gladbach, and 4 draws. Bielefeld coming to this though unbeaten the last 5 games, picking up 67% form, 3 wins and 2 draws the past 5. Meanwhile, Gladbach just 1 win and 6, of course, in absolutely shit form, 25% form for them right now. Last round in Bielefeld was a 1 win for Gladbach. In fact, Gladbach only won 5 in the bounce against Bielefeld. However, 4 of those 5 have been in Mönchengladbach as well, and 2 of those were friendly, so let's not look too hard into those. Gladbach picked up 2-1 loss against Union Berlin last time around. Bielefeld picked up 2-0 win over Frankie last time around. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have? We have Gladbach coming at you 11. What are we looking at? We have lost you. It's 21-20 for Gladbach. They are your favourites. 23-10 is your draw. 13-5. 23-10 is your win for the host. 13-5 is your draw. Goodness gracious me. So the bookies are going in favour of Mönchengladbach to win this one. I'm going to go with them as well, because I need them to get a result. 2-0 win for Gladbach in the end. Köln against Freiburg. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Now these two sides have played 38 times since 1993. 13 wins for Köln, 18 wins for Freiburg, and 7 draws. Köln though coming to this without a win in 3. 58% form up against the Freiburg side. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games. 67% form for them right now. Last round, of course, over in Köln, it was a 4-1 win for Freiburg back in May 2021. They also played each other in Freiburg in September as a draw back in the day. Meanwhile, Köln also coming to this on the back of a draw with a 2-2 draw against Bochum. Meanwhile, Freiburg picked up a 2-0 win over Stuttgart last round. They come to this on back-to-back wins, including a win over Hoffenheim in the Cup. Look at the odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this one? We have a Köln 13-10 for the victory, 12-5 is draw, 2-1 is your away win. That's Freiburg. It's quite tight, this one. I'm going to go with a draw myself. 1-1 right down the middle. I cannot separate the two sides. Mainz up against Hoffenheim. Let's get into this badger over at the Opel Arena. Played each other 27 times since 2007. 11 wins for Mainz, 8 wins for Hoffenheim, and 8 draws. Just 1 win and 5 though for Mainz right now. 33% form up against Hoffenheim side, who've lost 3 in the bouts. 33% form for them right now. Last time around, of course, over in Mainz, it was a 1-1 draw back in November 2020. However, they also played each other in Hoffenheim back in September, and it was a 2-0 win for Mainz. Mainz unbeaten the last 3 occasions against Hoffenheim, just lost once the past 6 against them as well, so they don't mind playing Hoffenheim, both home and away as well. Hoffenheim picking up a 3-2 loss against Dortmund last time around. Mainz also lost to Greuther Fürth last time around. Look at the odds though here, and now we have, of course, what do we have? Mainz 6-4 for the victory, 70-10 is your Hoffenheim, and 25 is your draw. Mainz will win this one. No, they won't. 2-1 win for Hoffenheim. On the road, points on the road, Hoffenheim back to winning ways. Hertha Berlin up against Bochum. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Now, these two sides have played each other according to my eyes 31 times since 1993, 30 wins for Hertha Berlin, 7 wins for Bochum, and 11 draws. Just 1 win and 6 though for Hertha Berlin right now. Bochum though winning, actually just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 42% form for them right now. Last time around though, over in Berlin, it was a 4-1 win. No, it wasn't. It was a 2-0 win for Hertha Berlin back in March 2013. They played the reverse fixture back in, of course, Bochum in September. It was a 3-1 win for Berlin as well. So back-to-back wins. In fact, 4 wins on the bounce for Hertha Berlin against Bochum in competitive action. Meanwhile, Hertha Berlin picked up a loss against Bayern. Bochum picked up a 2-2 draw against Köln last time out. Look at the odds for this one then. Hertha Berlin coming at you 23-20 for the victory, 94 is your away win. That's Bochum, and 5-2 is your draw. Again, let's take place on Friday the 4th of Feb. All eyes on this one, won't it be? And 2-2 draw in the end for this one. Then next up we have, of course, Wolfsburg, who are struggling up against Greuther Fürth, who have started to turn a bit of a corner, but is it too late? Played each other 6 times, 6 4 wins for Wolfsburg, 2 draws, and nothing for Greuther Fürth. Just 1 win and 6 for Wolfsburg right now, 25% form up against the Greuther Fürth side, who've just lost once in the past 6 games, 58% form for them right now. Last time around, though, over in Wolfsburg, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2012. They also played each other in Greuther Fürth back in September, and it was a 2-0 win for Wolfsburg. In fact, the home side hasn't won this game at the last 6 occasions, of course, including friendlies as well. Greuther Fürth picked up 2-1 win over Mainz last time around. Of course, Leipzig beat Wolfsburg last time out as well. Look at the odds here. 7-4 on is your Wolfsburg, 19-4 is your Greuther Fürth, and 14-5 is your draw. Wolfsburg should win this one, but I'm going to go with a draw myself. I think Greuther Fürth are grinding out some results and, of course, picking up some points around the teams down beneath them in the table. That's, of course, my take on it. Be sure to get your own take on it as well. Cut the /Bundesliga to get your name in lights. That's, of course, it for now. But, of course, if you want to help out the channel, not as a patron, but, of course, behind the scenes, maybe in front of the camera, of course, maybe working on some shows with me as a team, get involved with it, with the channel. Let me know down below in the comment section, or maybe follow me up on Twitter and DM me directly that way. Also, be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up. It does wonders for the algorithm. Smash your subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss a beat. And again, if you do want to support the channel in another way besides, you can check out the Patreon as well down below from as little to as much as you like. But until then, dudes, we're done right here.